Hi ladies, so today I'm going to show you how to take your dirty nasty brushes and go from this to this. It's very important that you clean your brushes at least once a week, especially if you have some type of performance, some type of show where you're using a lot of makeup on your brushes. Because if you leave them for too long, they'll get stained, you won't be able to get the makeup out, and the bacteria will be stuck there on your brushes. Disgusting, we don't want that. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to do it. First, you're going to need to disinfect your entire surface. So whatever that means to you, if you're in the kitchen, if you are in your bathroom, you need to disinfect. You need to wipe everything down and disinfect your surface, because there's no sense in cleaning dirty brushes, making them clean in a place that's already dirty. You're just going to get more bacteria everywhere. You're going to need some rubbing alcohol, paper towels, dirt, some type of brush drying system. You can either use a brush drying rack, which they sell things like this at Target, or you can use a cutting board from the kitchen and put some rubber bands around it. Also a really good way of doing it for an inexpensive price, because you probably already have these things. You will also want some type of cleaning mat. So whether that means this kind of guy, or they have a bunch of really awesome ones at Target that are like just a few dollars. Super awesome. This one is a little bit cool because it has these suction cups, so I can put it right into the sink that I just disinfected. I have also disinfected this mat. These are actually stains that you see here, but I have disinfected it. Some type of baby shampoo, baby wash. This is a very gentle way of cleaning your brushes while still getting them actually clean and killing the bacteria. Let's get it together. Laying this guy out. I'm gonna put my drying rack together. If for some reason you don't have a brush cleaning mat, you gotta find something. Even if it's just your hand. I don't like to use my hand as much, just because like then your hand gets all pruny and I just don't feel like dealing with it. But if that's all you got, that's all you got. It's better than not cleaning your brushes at all. And of course, you're gonna need your dirty brushes. This is where I house my dirty brushes, so when it gets full, that's when I know, hey, girl, you better clean your brushes. So first, you want to get that water running to a nice lukewarm temperature. You don't want to burn yourself or damage your brushes in any way, but you also don't want to use cold water because that's really not going to kill as many of the germs. Okay, it's hot now. Bring that down a little. You don't want to waste a ton of water. So here's this guy. We'll start here. So we are wetting the brush, we're saturating it, but do not put it, see like where the brushes meet, the bristles meet this metal ferrule? There is a bunch of glue in here that actually keeps the bristles in, so you don't want to just like run it right under the water, right over that. That's going to damage your brushes and then loosen the bristles, and your brushes will start to shed over time. So be very mindful of that. And this is up to you. You can either put it on the mat, put it right on the brush, put it in your hand, however you're cleaning them. Since I only have one hand, try and do it over here. Pump a little bit, wet. And you're gonna gently, but also you wanna make sure you're really getting all that product out. This had a pretty light colored product, so it doesn't look like it was super dirty. Trust, it was. Run it through a little bit. See if the water starts to run. The water's running pretty clear, so it's probably pretty close. Okay, and again, you'll probably have two hands for this. Ooh, this water got hot real quick. Please hold. That's better. So then you'll want to make sure you rinse it till it's totally clear. And you're gonna squeeze that out. Turn the water off, save the earth and such. And then I like to take it onto this washcloth and press most of the water out of it. It helps it dry a little bit faster, and also like to reshape it the way that it's supposed to go. Because if you were to like go like that and then let it dry like that, you're gonna ruin the brush and it's not going to dry back into its original shape. And then it's like kind of pointless to have that brush. We want to keep our brushes nice for a really long time. Okay, so you're gonna spray. What you're doing here, you're just disinfecting the entire handle. You don't want to spray that on the bristles, you only want to spray it along the handle and the ferrule. The reason that we disinfect the handle and the ferrule of the brush is because when you're doing your makeup, you're touching your makeup, you're touching other things, you're touching your brushes, you're touching your face. So there's a whole lot of entry points for bacteria to get onto your face. We don't want that. That's a great way to cause acne, a great way to cause infection. That's why you want to take care of your brushes and clean them as often as possible. Okay, so then from here, you want to make sure that you get it into its proper drying position. So here I'm gonna go under, over, under, and then it's ready for the next one. Okay, so off camera, I just cleaned this brush. I followed the same steps as I did with that first brush. So then what you do for the second brush, okay, it's a lot easier to do with two hands. Let's just get real with that real quick. So then they stay. When you're done, you'll lean it up against a wall, and that way all of the moisture can come out from the bottom. If you lay your brush flat, a lot of bacteria can re-enter into that ferrule, and then there's just more bacteria. We don't want that. We want all the bacteria to escape. Count how many times I say bacteria. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a lot. So that's your basic process. Okay, this is the brush that I use to apply my blush all the time. But you see, it's kind of this interestingly weird flat shape, and she's real dirty. So I pumped a little bit of soap on here. We're gonna follow that same process. Get it wet, but again, try not to touch that ferrule too much. And this is a really interesting one to clean. Go around and around here, but you also want to make sure you're not just getting the tips of the brush. Literally look at all that. That's all the dirty water that just went when I went like that and flicked it. Ew. Gross. Like that all would have been going onto your face if you weren't cleaning your brushes like you are right now. This is why we do this. Getting it nice and clean. And sometimes you have to clean it more than once because the brush is extra dirty. Like this one I'm gonna go back and do again. But what I'm gonna do first is rinse off this mat because we don't want to keep putting it into dirty water. Dry my hand. Get a little more soap. And then do this part again. So the brush is still wet. That makes me feel much better. That is the original color of the brush. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so when you're rinsing this one, be very careful, and you really want to make sure that you're rinsing downward. And this is with all your brushes. You really want to rinse downward so that bacteria can fall right out. You love that. Okay. Then you want to reshape it, which again is very difficult to do one-handed. This is another spot where we really want to work on that reshaping process because this is what she's supposed to look like. Flat. And this brush, because it's so flat, is actually better to put in this drying rack instead of this drying rack. Back to cleaning. So again, spray. And if you don't have the spray bottle for the rubbing alcohol, just put a little bit on a paper towel and it'll do the same thing. You're still disinfecting, you're still cleaning. So then we're gonna go back to the first way. We went under, over, and under. When it's staying nice and flat against this, which is super, super great for the drying process. It's not that hard. It just is very important that you take the time to do it, because if you do not clean your brushes on a regular basis, you will reintroduce bacteria to your face and then you'll wonder why you have breakouts, but it's because you didn't take proper care of your brushes.